Hey folks, what's up? Let's get a little tunes going. It's all good that way. Let's see. Looks like we're live. Things are rolling in good. Pop out some chat here so I can see it that way too. There we go. So let's see. Well, I cut down. What's up, Bostar, buddy? What's up, man? What's up, brother? Hello from Ireland, he says. How's it going, man? I'm trying to work on my latency. So I'm hoping I corrected a few things. And of course I want to chat and say hi to my friends and all the people out there I love. Hey, Western Canada is in the house, man. What's up, CR? Good to see you. All good, Harry. Oh, really? You know, the other night when I was doing it, they were saying hey, what's up, Don? I tried working on the latency a little bit. I hope it works. At least cut it in half. How's your night going, brother? I hope it's going good. I'd love to welcome Creative Redundancy in the house. It's been a while. Good to see you. Of course, my name's Harry. And I know why Bostar is Bostar. Oh, I see CR. I see it. I see it. Oh, it's good to see Annie Dan all the time. Oh, that's cool. Hey, Bo, I've been in your backyard, man. I've taken some of the viewers into your backyard, man. I like doing that. You know, like I did with a lot of you guys, you know. I got Technetic Beats beaten. Walter's a good dude. Well, I don't... Thank you, Ann. Yeah, that was fun to do. And as far as the OBS, yeah, it is fun to play with. Takes some time to get used to, but trying to work with it best I can. Yeah, I was thinking, you know, sometimes it's good to just get a little message out there. And if you make it a fun message, then, you know, you get to have a little fun with it, you know, make people remember a little bit better to support, you know. I think the hidden message behind it was to support, you know. It's all right to go around and click on the bus button and all. Bus spelled backwards is. But yeah, I guess because I'm feeling guilty, I've been, you know, I had a lot to do with my daughter today, and I didn't have much time to work on videos or computing, but I'm feeling real guilty of not getting out there and saying hi on channels. Well, Bostar, you should like that. And I'll tell you what, bud, I don't care if people... I saw a video today where I think it was Cami put a really good video on how bigger channels are pulling little YouTube channels and getting their content and then kind of copying it or stealing it per se. And but if you want to steal my light scheme, you do all that music, dude. You just go get one of them motion lights for Christmas or something, or if you have one already, and just put it behind you. I just did it so it was a little bit, certainly my trademark, I guess. I love the 70s. Creative, what's your first name? I don't know if I always remember. I'm going to try to remember, but I'm so happy you're here. It's got, I'm thrilled. I'd love to get your first name. Or I'll just call you CR if that's what you like. I put my name right out there so nobody can get it wrong. I've been working on getting the keyboards to record a little bit better too. I went and played back my CR is cool. That's cool, man. And it's easy for me to remember whether I see your name or not, because we used to have a nighttime dance club for where women would dance, and it was called CR Fannies. CR Fannies. And that was the last time. We don't have any more cool nightclubs like that anymore, I don't think, unless the Hurricane's still open. But I went and listened back on my piano keyboard thing playing, and I could hear how it was getting all rumbly and jumbly, and obviously I was using my CPU, but oh, besides, you don't get create with the CR. Right. That's all cool. Creative redundancy. That's almost what my life feels like anyway. I feel like I'm always creating. It's a great name. So now I'm looking into USB mixers. I might get one of them. I also have a digital 8-track little studio, it's a Fostex. So I might without. It's all good. I'm going to see if I can plug in a lot of stuff. My problem is I think I need to get a video camera mixer where it'll take up to 4 cameras, 8 cameras, and then shoot it in. But we'll see. I mean, I can do 3 cameras now, no problem. I can at least do 2 cameras and a USB mic too. I didn't try that yet. The Snowball. My son doesn't use it anymore, so he gave it to me to play with, and I haven't. It's a little condenser. I've watched reviews on it. I don't know how good it is. I haven't even tested it yet. I haven't even done a test between the difference of the C920 camera and the C922. I don't think there's much bet. Oh, thank you, bud. It is cool, man. The thing I want to do, see, this is another thing, but I think I can get away with it. If I want to learn a song, like say I want to let you guys come in and chat, but while I'm learning a song and kind of letting you guys just hear me practice and figure it out and learn it, and you can see how I'm, figuring out the piano or guitar parts, I can't play the real music. But I can put on my big screen TV a YouTuber that's, plays the cool. Must look into that about more camera. Yeah, because the cameras use your CPU. Now here's the cool thing with the Logitechs. There's no real outboard motor, so the Logitech is basically just software and a good lens. And you always want to get a glass lens, obviously. But I'm real happy with the Logitech. I figured out how to tweak my laptop a little bit to make it a little sharper. But the 920 series is nothing wrong. It's a great price for a great camera. And then you can go on Logitech and you can get like where you want to pan or zoom with the camera with the lens, not the none of the. You'd have to like do your own panning really on the stand or whatnot. But I've been like, here's something cool. Like I was wondering, like we just ordered a Blink camera system. My wife saw it on QVC, and it comes with 3 cameras, and then I guess a hub for Bluetooth. So I'm thinking, like, why can't you use those 3 cameras and hook that somehow up, from the hub into your computer, because you can get an app that lets you see any camera angle. But that would be like a camera hack for outdoor and real clear pictures and night vision. So you could play around with night vision and still do, cool stuff with that. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, there's so much to do. And I got to get back to like creating regular content. I've been taking off from doing my regular videos, just my, cooking, crafts, what else? My painting, my vlogging, going different places and hanging out that way. So yeah, there's work to do. And I'm thrilled with OBS. I'm not a pro yet, but I'm starting to not feel. I used to be so nervous just to go live with OBS, like I'd go off air or put the wrong thing up. But I'm pretty happy now. No complaints that way. No, that's true, man. CR, I'm telling you, I'm cranking all the time. I'm always cranking. It's like ADD for creativity. I just see stuff and want to do it constantly. But anywho, yeah, hopefully my latency is better. Don was on top of that. So Don, if you think it's a little bit better than the other night, let me know, or else I still got to figure stuff out. I looked up and studied a little bit, so hopefully it's a little bit better. I couldn't believe it was that bad. Well, yeah, Bo, that if I still had the regular job I had before I had a heart attack, and I got real fat. And at first I didn't know what I was going to do, but it was my daughter that got me into YouTube about 6 months ago. So, man, I got to get my spine looked at. But I conquered the weight issue. I got down, even though on camera I still look a little, when I'm standing up or walking around, you can tell I'm still 270 pounds, but I was 315 pounds 6 months ago. So, and I'm holding steady at 270. So I gotta do more walking again. And the weather's just starting to get to where I can walk again. So that'd be cool. But I know what you mean, because I probably couldn't have done YouTube, last year. It takes a lot of time. A lot of time. And I like the editing part. It's what it is, man. You got to make progress. You got to live for tomorrow. You got to enjoy today. And you got to really not concentrate on the past, right? And I was so proud of my daughter today. She went to the game. They got their trophy today. So for basketball, they won the championship today. And she missed the last 2 games because of her wrist injury. But it was just so cool that she realized, still being with her team, her friends, her compadres, the people she played all season with, they just hugged her and let her hold the trophy for pictures and stuff. And she suited up, but she got the brace on her arm, so she couldn't play. But I was so proud of her, because I think her whole demeanor, that'd be like, being I'm an Eagles fan, when we lost Carson Wentz, was, for the Philadelphia Eagles, was he going to not come onto the sideline and support his team? You would never see that. So, real happy, man. She had a good time on the bench. The coach was still coaching her, like, leaning over and pointing stuff out. Yeah, it was cool. On my Facebook is a lot of pictures of it. I have in the description. If you guys want to follow me on Facebook, that's fine. That'd be awesome. Some of you already do. Um, but yeah, it was cool. She's only in 5th grade, 11 years old. But I think if you learn early that, your life is full of time capsules, and you go from one capsule to the next, and it's not going to be all that bad once, her wrist heals up. She'll be able to go practice. We got her already signed up for summer basketball camp, so you can't beat that. She's excited for that. And she really blossomed this year as far as, dribbling, knowing offense, defense, different, formations, like on throwing the ball in, or when to press, when not to press, man-to-man defense, zone defense. So, even what you do on the second foul shot, whether it's boxing in or you're down half court. And she played, except for point guard, she played the 2, 3, 4, and 5 positions. So the coach really, got her around to get huge experience. And the plus is she has 6th, 7th, and 8th grade to play. She'll probably play varsity next year, JV and varsity. So this was a real big growing year for her. I think it was harder for me to sit on the sidelines and not see her play. But I love her to death. She's my mini me. So let's see. Let's see if we can go in somebody's backyard for a second. Let's see who we got. Let's see who we got in here. Let's see. I'm going to look around. There we go. I'm seeing something cool. Oh yeah, I see it. Brilliant. 939 subscribers. How cool is that? Yeah, I'm looking at Mr. CR right now. I think I'm going to have to bring you guys to a backyard if that's cool. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Oh, I got to ring your bell. See? 939. Let's see what it says on the site. Let's see what it says on the site. There we go. Okay. So let's see, we got 943. Beautiful. Beautiful, looking good. So this is Creative Redundancy site, folks. Let me put my chat up so I can see what you guys are saying. Andy Dan's here, cool to the touch. What's up? Drunken One, what's up, man? What's up? We're checking out Creative Redundancy right now. That's all I'm saying, Creative's rocking. So let's look at the videos. Alright, so creation mode, open talk, snow and ice. Let's see if we can find something here. Open talk, 7 key things to remember for creating. Nice. A lot of live streams. Or at least they must be live streams here. Now, what? That stinks that I didn't get notifications. Not too happy about that. Alright, let's see. Iron Dog's in. What's up, brother? Chris is here. Awesome. What's up, cool to the touch, man? Awesome. That's alright. Is Hazel up live right now? We're just checking it out, man. I got the chat up. Got mail calls. I'm just going through solar items, fire kit, pocket tin, awesome. Mail from Sam. Is that Sammy? Sammy Prepper Sammy from Australia? I love her. I tried so much to talk to Sammy, and I guess I don't know why she doesn't like to talk to me, which is cool. That's all right. So let's see what else we have here. Solar eclipse. I remember that. That was cool. Tree sap gathering. See, this is a cool channel, man. This is a totally cool channel. Nature Ride and Walk. I love them right here. You know, I love them. Let's see. We give that a second. Let's see. Let's see what that looks like. That looks good, man.
Hello everyone and welcome back. It's Creative Redundancy back again here with another video. And you guys are going to join me on my little adventure, which I'm actually going to be walking.
Oh, Bob's in here. What's up, Bob? Yeah, Sammy's cool. I just can't. She's too big for me. She don't realize. I mean, I was there. I even did a shout out video for Sammy. And I tune in and just check her out every once in a while. Nice to have you in, Bob and Cool D. We got the dogs in here. Iron Dog, man. Everybody needs Drunken One's love. Because Drunken One gives everybody love. We can love Drunken One, that's for sure.
Awesome stuff or share something cool.
See, I like these, man. I don't mind these. Pixie's in the building, man. What's up, Chris? How's Chris tonight? Chris in the UK. And Miss Jeanette.
Just kidding.
This looks a lot like where I live.
And there's someone on the far side in the middle of the screen right there. Well,
that's cool, CR. This looks a lot like South Jersey. A lot like South Jersey.
Such a wonderful day to come out here. Not hot.
These are the best days to go out, man. It's nice and cool. You know, everything's sleeping right now, so they'll be waking up in another month or two. Things will be looking nice. I like it, man. I'm digging it.
That's like a good 1.5 stories down. I'm very careful here. Don't want to slip down the hill here and injure myself.
Let's see. Let's get down a little further. I'll go to another video in a minute. There we go, down by the water. Cool.
Now this is definitely slick. It's wet too, so I'm gonna be very, very careful here. Actually,
I feel bad about your pain, Iron Dog. I'm going to see a spine specialist, just so you know. I went to get my doctor's checkup, and my left side is larger than my right side on my back, and they're a little worried about what that could be. I don't know what that means, but I have to go get x-rays and MRI again.
Stayed focused on getting up the hill safely and not falling down. Because falling down this.
Awesome. Let's see one more. Let's go back. Yeah, dog, because believe me, I know I might not be in as much pain as you, but when my back goes out, I'm done for 2 weeks. Let's see. Tins. Oh, tins are cool. Let's do that one. Tins are great. I love tins. We'll check him out.
Hello everyone and welcome back. It's Creative Redundancy back again here with another video. And I'm going to be talking about tins.
Yeah, dog.
Now tins you can get from various places.
I don't know what's going to happen to me, but
Walmart.
I'm on a pain of like 4. I used to be around a 2. And it's getting up to like a 3 or 4. And I don't really, I take 800 IB milligrams. I don't take any pain pills or anything. It just makes me hurt my back worse.
Shape and size.
Let's see.
Can be used to organize. Now, depending on.
I thought it was tins. There we go. Look at that.
Cubic inches.
That's cool.
In terms of volume.
My daughter collects, well, not collects. She has about 5 or 6 of these type of tins.
A few are missing.
Usually little puzzles came in them.
A few away to friends and family.
That's awesome, CR. Well, it's always cool to go in somebody's backyard. Always cool. Let's give it a like. And Big H was here.
In a 20-pack for just over $22 plus tax.
High five.
These things in future videos.
Awesome.
So if
you got 944 now. You were at 942, right? Or something? Awesome. So anyway, there you go with that. And CR's rocking it, man. You got a lot of videos, brother. You've been doing it. You've been working hard. That's a lot. Punkwood, awesome. Yeah, you got a really good, interesting channel here. You can learn a lot, see a lot. I'm happy for you, man. You keep up working hard. It's going to be good. Good for you, brother. CR was backyard raid, man. Gotta love it. February 28th. Yeah, rheumatoid arthritis. That's what they're looking in for me. Rheumatoid and another arthritis. My pleasure, creative. My pleasure, brother. You work hard. Let me see. Whose do they support? Well, yeah. Keith, my back, I have it in 3 different ways. I have subluxation of the lower 2, 3, 4, and 5. So my lower back is just caving in towards my stomach. I have scoliosis. And I have degenerate disc disease from spine to neck. So I'm in big trouble. Like, I got about 4 or 5 years left to honestly make either a move on surgery or some form of, I guess, PT, for lack of a better, well, there's osteoarthritis. Cool to the touch, man. I'm sure people are going to sub to you, buddy. It's all right. It's all right. You keep coming to my lives. People will reach out to you, man. Don't fret. Don't fret. Look, I'm just telling you, don't fret. Everything's cool, man. Let me just tell you, this family and community is so big, man. No. Yeah, and I have psoriatic nerve damage down my left leg. Psoriatic. And it's not fun. I believe that. Right now I have probably the best bed in the house. Nice queen size. When I was bigger, I wore out one side. But I've often wondered, I use a TENS unit and I love that. Little zappers, little electric zappers. But I've learned how to ergonomically control my body. Where I have a problem, is twisting. So like I'm actually okay with bending over forward, but if I just twist to get something out of if I keep my feet still and then make like sort of like a twist to get something out of a different cabinet or something, It's that rotation that kills me before anything. I'm not saying I can't lift something heavy the wrong way, trust me. But I don't have half the activities I used to do just because I'm afraid of the dreaded pop in the back. And when that pop happens, I just know it's game over. A few months back, guy asked for a shout out, never took the time to comment on it. Who was that? Me? You asked me to shout you out? Cool to the touch? I don't remember you asking me. You know, when I go in people's backyards, it's mainly because it's off, you know, I don't make choices. It's just, I remember CR from a while ago, and he just popped back in, and it was good to see him again. So, oh, not me. Cool. I didn't know how you were throwing that one around, man, because it's all good. I am doing shout outs though on regular content videos, so I'll see what I can do, man. If you'd like a shout out on your site when I do like not a live but a content, I'll put you down, man. I did Draw with Beekter, I did Technetic Beats, and I did Cargo 619, and I'm starting a series on that, shout outs 2009 or 2018, and I'm going to have a playlist of that. Bob, it's certainly good to have you in, man. You're an awesome supporter, man. You've been in the live streams to chat. It's so good to have Drunken One, Iron Dog. They're some of my first friends. Was it full of water, Sparky? Hey, Granny. No, I don't think so. It's probably like real close. But you know what it was? It was actually it was a GIF, a GIF. Yeah, cool to the touch. I'll hook you up. I'll do a shout out, man. Granny Monster, it's awesome to see you. How you been? I love that creepy video you just did. That was really cool. Yeah, that's my problem, Spark. Once you lift it wrong, you're just opening yourself up. All that crazy stuff about learning how to lift something right, lift with your legs, not your back, man, totally. That's the way to go. I totally believe in that. So yeah, cool, Granny. All my love to you, sweetheart. How's Texas? You're still in Texas, right? Of course you are. Now watch. She's probably moved, right? Let's see. Hang with me for a minute, guys. Let's see here. Un momento, por favor. Let's see. Oh, I got one. Now, one of my favorite, I've been to 3 of them. Honestly. Alright, I've been to 3 of them. And one of my favorite supporters of my channel, but I gotta say, guys, I don't think he'd care if you stole the idea, technically. But my man here, I gotta let you know that this here, the Mondays with Mom, alright, is an awesome series. And frankly, I wish I thought about it, because all I have left right now is my mother. And in the last 4 years, we lost my wife's mother and father, lost my grandfather, lost my dad, and we are down to my mother and my grandmother she had a stroke last summer or 2 summers ago, and she can't talk, can't move, she's in a bed. So let me stress out no matter what. Like, see this, he's got the playlist right here. All right. What I'm going to do is I want to copy that link address, and I want to put it right up in here. So if you guys want to copy that link right there is from Mondays with Mom. If you want to see something really cool, oh my God, Harry, what, you didn't know it was me? No, the creepy, I saw the one for Pet too, for Pet Monster. No, that one with the the old time actress Betty Davis, was it? Was just classic. That was really cool. That was really cool. You know what, Granny? Stay here for a minute. Stay here for a minute. So anyway, guys, right here, Kentucky Ranger Don is the man. I just wanted to point this out right here. Mondays with Mom is a really good concept to be. He's got 30 up there, man. He's got 30 times that he had 45 hour and a half, whatever, time with his mother captured forever. And it's fantastic. I give him props for that. You know, in all your channels, maybe you have these little niches that just, you know, fill my heart up. And that one right there, Mondays with Mom, is amazing. Now, if you want to talk about doing some great, I just got to show it. There we go. Oh, there's Ed Wood or Glenn or Glenn did that. I gotta watch that one, Granny. Where's the where did you put it? Let me do this. I forget what the name was. Let me go to videos. But anyway, guys, this is Granny Monster. There it is, Baby Jane. This is fantastic, man. This is fantastic. I just love the way. I'm going to just play a little excerpt of it. Is it all right, Granny? Are you mad? Oh, Bob, take care. Yeah, Baby Jane. Are you mad that I'm playing this, Granny? I just thought this is such cool editing. And this is nowhere near the editing you do. I just liked it. I play a game. I play a game that reminds me of this style of music. Bob, have a good night, brother. Bob's a good dude, man. He always supports. I love it. Where did you get this idea? What made you play with Baby Jane? I know it's a classic. Are you kidding me? That's amazing. I believe you. what gave you the idea to do it? I know it's a classic. There she is. Everybody remembers her. Oh, okay. That explains it. You kind of just made it creepy, but in a cool way. Like, Granny's so talented. I mean, this is nothing compared to everything else she's done. I mean, there are so many different tricks that she does. This one, you know, happened to just hit me because I remember the movie, and she took this and went a different way with it and made it very original in her way. So I just wanted to show a little bit of that. She was cool though, man. Bette Davis eyes. So yeah, Granny doesn't like anybody unless, you know, you're going to support. So I'm not going to tell anybody to do anything. Oh, I can tell. Yeah. Nope. You used the vintage. You used the vintage look, man, and you put some sepia to it. I got you, girl. You're awesome. I got to get back to creating. Just a wonderful job on it. All right. So anyway, if you're a serious watcher, I recommend hooking up with Granny, and she can also show you a trick or two, but you got to support. She's a big channel in our community, well respected. So that's there. Let me just go back real quick while I'm here. Look at the videos alone. Look at how they're just all over the place. 007, you know, a salute to Sean Connery. Lunar New Year, Skittles advice for, I mean, Blair Witch react. I mean, you can't get more like diverse. There's Pet Monster there. It's just, there's Granny. And I love that. I watched that video too. Nice kid. Real nice kid. Hey, Copen. How you doing? Good to see you, sweetheart. I hope you're feeling all right. Sean was 42 hours to be made? Really? There you go. Granny was singing it anyway, right? I love you too, Cope. I hope you're feeling good. I was just showing off a little bit of, you know, what Granny does. I love her to death. You got a little dark matter going. Awesome. Yeah, guys, this is a channel that's worth watching, you know. Good, sweet lady. And I love her to death. I wish I could support more. Days are good, Cope. I'm a night owl, so I kind of read what you're saying. All right, let's get back a little bit to some tech. Thanks for hanging with me on that, guys. Showing a little love. A little love in the backyard of Granny Monster. It was nice. Nice little tour. Yeah, all those years, because what I used to do is I'd work 7 or 8 in the morning to 5, 6 at night with the business, and then go out and play. Then I played 3 or 4 nights a week, sometimes 5. I played in 2 bands at one time sometimes, so it's hard when life slows down a little. Oh, I love the nightlife. I like the boogie. Does anybody remember that movie? That was a good movie. Oh, come on. You're totally, Granny. Totally. Walter is a new friend of mine. We're going to be doing some creative stuff together as far as music, and he's going to teach me a heck of a lot. That's for sure. But I'm getting excited. Uh, he's from Seattle. Uh, you were singing the song too, right? Uh, Doing stand-up comedy. That's awesome. I know. I actually do know that, but I feel bad I didn't bring that up. Yeah. So you do know the road. You know the road. Comedy's got to be a trip, because I know one thing: when you're up there playing, and singing to a crowd and they're digging it, sometimes that's worth more than the money, or it is worth. What am I saying? It's worth more than the money most of the time. And if you're doing comedy and you're getting that crowd off, because I know it can go both ways. If you're bombing, you feel it, but if you're flying high, you feel that too. So I never had that experience of what that would be like to do comedy in front of a crowd, and it's just you and the crowd. That's got to be tripping, man. Like, and I love stand-up comedy, especially really good, really, not just good, but smart. I love a good, smart stand-up that is tricky. Oh, I like George Carlin, of course, but that's an easy one. There's a guy that died of a drug overdose, and I'm like, I think he was from Canada. You would know him, Granny. One of my favorite, and he was off the wall. He had a shoot. I can't think of his name too, but he comes to got to change the litter and plug in the phone. Bye, everyone. Well, thanks for the information, Andy Dan. That's awesome. Right, next town. Yeah, Lenny Bruce. He was awesome, man. John Candy. John Candy was awesome. Wouldn't it have been cool? Like, what was it like to sit with John Candy and just have a conversation with John Candy? Like, mano a mano, you're just two people hanging out. I love John Candy. Yeah, SCTV, awesome. Second City TV. Yeah, they were awesome. John Candy really, I think, helped put a name on SCTV, that's for sure. Um, but I would love to just sit and have a conversation with John Candy, or even Bill Murray. I mean, he's got to be a trip. Like, where they're not themselves, like they're totally themselves. Mitch Hedberg, thank you. Gomez Adams, what's up, Gomez? Mitch Hedberg was a genius, the poor soul. God rest his soul. He was a genius. I loved him. And the guy that smoked, that died of cancer. Yeah, Mitch Hedberg was just amazing. And I'm trying to think of the guy. I've lost my memory. But there was a guy that smoked and he quit smoking, but he still died, and he started smoking again before he died. Another guy, just controversial, but really, really smart. If I wanted to, Eugene Levy, right? Bill Hicks, thank you. Society Jones, what's up? What is up? Gomez and Society, awesome. Yeah, Bill Hicks. What a real cool dude, right? Like, Bill Hicks and Hedberg, wow. Imagine seeing them in the same night, like if one opened for the other, they went on tour together. Like, they were awesome. SJ is in the house, man. Cool's back with us, Cool. Awesome. Gomez Adams, awesome. Good to see you guys. Yeah, like what are other? There's other good, like not just like I said, the George Carlin, but there were so many good, uh, especially in the '80s when they used to have these shows. Let's see, his sunglasses and that funny smile and the great guy, but you could feel how sad he was. And right when I got attached to him, he died. Right, same here, totally same here. Um, Phil Hartman's wife should have 100 comics scream at her every day for killing her husband. Yeah, Phil was. There's no other Phil. Phil Hartman was right. He was right on. He was neat. What a tragedy that was, huh? Whew. Thank you. See? Wow. What a tragedy. There were some 80s comics and late 70s. They used to have like on Showtime, HBO, or Prism. They would have like live stand-up. And I guess I can't remember the shows either, but I just remember like there was one guy with my helmet and my shoulder, my pads. I'm trying to think of what his name was. Man, now because I'm gonna have to start looking at a Google page real quick so I can have a healthy conversation, because you just made me think of all like the comics from like that mainly people from this generation wouldn't know. There was really a good, like between 1975 and 1995 were like 20 amazing years of stand-up comedy. Good shows. You know, of course, Robin Williams. You know, the guy Gallagher, Sam Kinison. Absolutely, man. I remember seeing Sam Kinison, and I was like freaked out. We would rent the video and just have a party to watch him. Especially with the guy, like when he did the thing about filming the kids, Crank Yankers. Yeah, with the Muppets, that was classic. That was classic, Crank Yankers, man. Andy Kaufman, absolutely. Gomez, I just stopped in to say hi, and you said that, and I remembered the guy's name, and I don't know why, because I never remember it. I just remember his face and teeth, his sunglasses. That's all right, you gotta go, man. Stop back and see us again, buddy. That would be awesome if you came back, popped in here and there. But I'll go check you out. Have a great night. Yeah, I gotta look into Gomez. I know the name. So I gotta do some research. See that channel. If they come back, we'll do it. We'll do a backyard raid. See what it looks like. Oh, I know your back's hurting. I was hoping you'd be feeling better. But I got you. I understand. Totally. Try to get some good sleep. Anymore, if I get 2 or 3 solid hours of sleep, I can get 6 to 8 hours in of work and kids and husbandry. Then take another 2-hour nap and I can get another 6 hours in. That's about how my life's starting to shape up. Well, blessings to you. Yeah. Oh, you got to meet Andy. Awesome. You hung out with Andy Kaufman. That's awesome. All right. Have a good night. Awesome. That's cool, Gomez. So the Marx Brothers. Wow. Groucho, Harpo, Wasn't there like not a Tito? I'm thinking of the Jackson. I only know Harpo and Groucho. Didn't one begin with an S? Simon or something? No. Harpo and Groucho. Oh, one was an Italian name. Andy Kaufman was a genius. I mean, I think Andy Kaufman. Chico, right. And there was a fourth, right? Zeppo. Okay, Zeppo's the Italian name I was thinking of. Chico's more like Spanish, isn't it? Groucho, right? And Harpo, right? Oprah spelled backwards, right? Yeah, do you ever wonder, like, could you imagine if Andy Kaufman started writing TV or movies? Like, if he just chilled out and went behind the scenes, like, what would come out of his mind? I don't know, maybe he couldn't do that. But the stuff he thought up in that day was so cutting edge. So cutting edge. It's weird how some, like, look at Robin Williams, man. Isn't that like, come on, is that the Illuminati? Or did he really have problems? Or did he piss someone off? Or was he, you know, most comics, sure, they'll always tell you that they got to do comedy to self-medicate. Andy Kaufman would sure love to prank the internet. Totally right. SJ, that's actually a good point. That's a good point. Totally would rock the internet, man. And I could just see him doing like fake channels, like to really like piss people off. Because Andy liked to get like the most absolute envelope pushed. Right. He did other writing besides that, didn't he? But I know he was a writer first. It's a shame he did that thing. You know, I don't know how bad or good it really was. It kind of offended people with, I guess, when he left his wife for the other girl. I don't have to get into it too much, but Woody Allen was certainly another genius. As a matter of fact, even though Andy would make Rick Rolls look like Sesame Street. He would. That's cool. I think Andy has or not Andy, but Woody was cool with his delivery and his comedy, but he certainly could write. Real good writer. Very ingenious. Well, look at Morgan Freeman. Not that he's a comedy, but he came from Electric Company. You know, a little PBS show or local New York show. Electric Company. I grew up watching that. And there's Morgan Freeman on the Electric Company. And look where he is today. He's like one of my favorite actors, that's for sure. He's certainly up there. It's very nice to share stories and conversations. Get back to what I was doing. Now I'm considering going live now. Laughing out loud. Take care. Awesome, man. Don't be a stranger, create it. I'll be over there to see you too. I'm doing my best. I'm just catching up on the electronics here. But I really thank you for popping back in. Good to see you again. For real, you know. Yeah, Zelig. I haven't seen that since that came out late 70s. That is weird. That is a weird movie. But avant-garde for that time. Yeah, Creative Redundancy is a cool name. That's like just pop in and it makes you feel like, man, I got to get creative again. So it's sort of, that's how we live. I think most YouTubers that are serious are just full of creation. I have Indian Arts and Crafts. She is absolutely, because I like crafts and I like seeing Indian Arts and Crafts takes all these like regular things you have laying around your house. Well, that's probably putting it a little too general, but she really puts things together really cool, and I just love it. Zelig, that had to have been like probably one of the first mockumentaries, if anything. Besides, it probably set the bar. It probably set the bar, Gran. I'm telling you. I'm trying to think of the one where what was the one where he was like, it had to do with birth or something, and space, and Spinal Tap's amazing. Meathead did that one, man. They got Spinal Tap for free on demand right now. I should watch that again, because that was totally my era of while we were starting bands when we were in high school, and what kind of James, what is up, brother? Let me take care of you, James. Hold on, buddy. There you go. James, man, pop in more often. I'd love to talk to you. James, you're an awesome supporter, man. Just even on my regular. Sleeper. What was Sleeper? Yeah. That might have been it. Yeah, he's good. Man, I have to look at Woody's catalog again and probably rewatch some stuff, because I'll guarantee you half of his stuff, Sleeper has to be it. Half of his stuff I probably would have to rewatch again, because I was seeing it when I was not mature enough to when I wasn't mature enough to handle it. You know what I mean? Like, he's a mature, very mature comedy writer. I certainly love Annie Hall, but that's not what we're talking about right now. But I certainly loved Annie Hall. I just saw that about 3 or 4 years ago. I rewatched that, and it was just brilliant. But yeah, man, that's what I love about live streams. Now I got to figure out, you know, that might even be healthy to rewatch some of his early stuff, because he was totally different. Oh, that's cool. Cool Nose. Yeah, James is awesome, man. He follows all my little videos and stuff. I'll bet. That, you know what, Granny, there's an awesome trivia question. Ask people who stole the Oscar from Star Wars and see, because that just taught me. I can vaguely remember it, but I'm not a big Oscar watcher. But that's great trivia, because who would think? Who would even think? For me, I was in the age bracket. I was about 15 when Star Wars and Rocky came out. And that just blew my mind. Those two right there blew. What a summer. Or maybe 2 summers. I think Rocky was 77 and Star Wars was 78. Or reverse it. But, oh, awesome. Thank you, James. Thank you, James. I'm just I'm learning Cool to the Touch. We saw each other over... was it Redbeard or maybe AJ? You like Rocky 4? That's awesome. There's a lot of Rockies, man. I still get goosebumps when I watch the original, though, especially when they put it out in they have it in HD now, and It's real crisp, and I could watch that about every 4 years and still remember what I was doing. What the hell is Annie Hall? I believe it, man. I would have never guessed. I would have never guessed that would have done that. That is, like I said, like an amazing trivia question. And I listen to No Easy Way Out all the time. Oh, from the movie. Oh, that's cool. You know, Sylvester Stallone's brother, Frank Stallone, did a lot of the in-between writing. You know, it wasn't the Gonna Fly Now. He didn't write that, but Frank Stallone did a lot of in-between songs for all the Rockies. Right. Who did that song, James? What was the down 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 Eye of the Tiger, right? You just put it up there. Survivor, I think, was the name of that band. Survivor. And that's a shame, because Eye of the Tiger, that's what all the beer commercials, beer singing rock guy, I think they're kind of aiming towards that guy for the funny 80s or late 70s rock voice or something. I think the guy from that band is who they modeled some of the singers doing the parodies. But they were cool songs, man. Yeah, I'm trying to even think of the melody. I can't play the melody on here. I'd get in trouble. Unless I find a band that's covering it. That's cool, right? You know, I love trivia on movies, rock and roll, music, or even decades, like trivia of the 80s or reminiscing. It's always fun to reminisce. That's for sure. I feel like I should know the name of that. Yeah, Dr. Demento's show, of course. I'm showing my age, though, Granny. That was like, I remember listening to that because I had an aunt that was only like 6 years older than me. And as a matter of fact, my aunt took me to like a lot of the things that were happening like in the mid 70s that I shouldn't have, like I was allowed to pal around. But yeah, the Dr. Demento show was awesome, man. That was colloquial. I thought that was actually just around the Northeast, right? Or was he in National? I could have swore he was Northeast. You met him? Awesome. Yeah, Dr. Demento, we used to get him out of WPIX, out of New York. He opened the doors. He opened the doors to the movies. Robert Tepper sings No Easy Way Out. Oh, was he syndicated? Okay. Well, we got him out of a New York channel. Didn't he also have it? I know he was radio, but did he also get on TV for a little bit? Robert Tepper sings No Easy. What makes you like that song, James? And I'm going to go find it and listen to it, but what was it that made it? Did you take someone to the movies that night? Do you remember that movie for some reason? How did it hit you? Remember Wolfman Jack too. I mean, who doesn't remember him? Again, he probably more people just because of, you know, Wolfman Jack has been in movies and parodied too. So, but Dr. Demento, there was nobody like him. I don't think there's anybody else like him now. No Easy Way Out. You like the lyrics. Right, Granny. Oh, you were in a movie to watch the movie and he opened the show, or you were in a movie? James, I want to check that song out, man, because that'll just, I'm sure I know the song, but I want to hear it and get an idea, because I love music, so I'm going to check that out. I always like remembering stuff. Okay, Granny, what movie was it? If you were in it, tell me the name. Because you're not saying I was in a movie theater and he opened the show. You're saying you were in a movie. I want to know what movie you were in. That would be cool. I'm going to have to get you up. We're going to have to do a live hangout, just me and you. Bride of the Killer Nerd. Are you kidding me? For real? I don't expect any else different. Bride of Killer Nerd. Okay. Now there's a title. Bride of Killer Nerd. See, I got to remember all this. Yeah, that would be cool. Oh, I know something else, Granny. I got to have a private with you. I got to talk to you. Anyway, it's just an idea I have, and I have one person on board for it. But I want to get your thoughts. We'll have to... It's definitely for YouTube, and I want to get your thoughts. And as a matter of fact, whether you're behind the camera or in front of the camera, I would like to see what you think, whether it's, you know, producing or being part of the crew that's going to be in front of the camera. But I have somebody very special that's already in that wants to do it, and it's my idea, but I think you would be perfect for another angle. That's for sure. And I'll send you a private, or I'll just dial you up on a private hangout and see what you think. I think you're gonna love it. Nobody's doing it, so at least in our community. So and I think your brains would really help out with some of the shaping of this project. Trust me. I'd be surprised if you weren't excited about it, to be honest, because it's so different. And it can be something we could really focus on for a little bit. But I will, within the next 24 hours, have a chat with you. Yeah, I'm a lot of rock, James. I played in a lot of bands. My first band was in '85. So we were playing all the MTV hits by then. So playing songs like from Aha, Take On Me. You know, I Want My MTV, the song by Mark Knopfler. Well, you're gonna like this, Granny. You're gonna be excited for who's already involved too. You'll be very excited. My Cry, what's up, buddy? My Cry's in the house. In the house. Matter of fact, I even have a third person, but you have been talked about between the other person. We have four, actually, four names, and you're definitely one of the three because I already got the first one yesin'. So anyway, yeah, My Cry is definitely a really cool new friend, man. I love watching your lives. I pop in. Definitely. See, now I'm excited too because it's going to give us an anchor, I think. A really cool anchor. For a little bit, that's for sure. Yeah, so if you could think of all the cool 80s music, like Flock of Seagulls, I love the Flock of Seagulls, In Excess, man, we had... Oh, I'm good. That's cool, My Cry. What's the matter? Nothing, my friend? Oh, yeah, well, you know, trust me, I think you're going to, yeah, you're going to like it. You know, no matter what, like I said, if it's either behind the scenes or in front of the scenes, think Woody Allen, that type of person. It's not comedy, but it can be. But either which way, I think your genius needs to be somehow involved, or both, maybe doing both. So, what have you? I'm excited. I'm going to definitely talk to you. That's all good. YouTube is, in my opinion, you can pick them out real quick. I try my best to be as real as possible. I love arts and crafts to show to people. I love cooking, and I love when people see a trick that I do and then reuse it, or I love going to see tricks and then using them. So you do meet a lot of awesome people on YouTube, and it's hard. Once you get past 500, it's hard to keep up with everybody. Real hard. There's nothing. That's how you do it, My Cry. Your channel's not horrible at all. Stop. I don't know. Me and you had, that was the first time I ever went live to live with somebody. That was really cool. And the good thing about your channel is that you're who you are. Your channel is, you get, if you like your channel, when you come back, you expect to get what you're doing. And that's the number one rule for YouTube is, you know, there has to be some form, even if you're eclectic and you're all over the place, there's got to be one thing that when people come back, they still feel like they're in the family, or they're connecting the dots. But you can just do, you know, ice fishing channel, and you're just going to get a really big ice fishing community, and then you're going to also get people that have never seen ice fishing and like it. Or you can do all the different fishings and travel around to fish. But then you can also do how to cook fish on your channel. I mean, you can, whatever you want to do, you can do. You just have to have something that keeps it all together. If it's personality, right, you're a creator and a watcher. You know, you like to be entertained, or you like to entertain. That's nothing wrong with that. I think the hardest for people to do is both. If you're just going to sit and create content and try to answer some comments, you can do that and not, you know, if people really like you, they're going to keep coming back. And if you just want to go around and watch people, watchers are the most needed. You know, we all love our watchers, people that don't have videos up and come to watch your show or watch your video. That's awesome. But when you do both, will you stop my cry? I've seen you, man. How to fish whisper. That's awesome, man. Look, if it's true, my cry, then I hope it's true. And I want to be a chill friend. And the one you've always wanted. Because that's my type of personality anyway. No joking. Yeah. Well said, Granny. Yeah, as a creator, watcher, you do have to give more than you get. That's for true, because you're doing both jobs. That makes me laugh, Fish Whisperer. There's going to be a show someday, the Fish Whisperer. James says, I know that sound mean, but sometimes that's how I feel, and I show support back, though. Right. Plus, giving more support each time we learn stuff. You know, I've heard everybody from Mel Mel, I've heard Cab 7, I've heard a lot of the people that really talk the real deal. And if you don't have, like, my main thing is, you know, whether it's tonight or tomorrow, if it's me playing a piano or I'm cooking or I'm doing a live stream, I want my personality to make people feel comfortable, you know, feel that I'm real. And then I hope that just goes into whatever I'm doing, whether it's music, cooking, crafts, just chilling out, hanging with you guys. I always want you to get my personality so you know I'm real. The same guy pretty much 90% of the time. Am I going to have a bad night? Sure. Am I going to have a bad day? Yep. Am I going to be overexcited? Sure. But I believe in my heart of hearts that you have to have a personality that permeates through your content. So even if you just watch a video and I'm not even in it, you still feel my personality somehow. I don't know if that sounds right. Granny says, I think Jacques Cousteau could have been an ichthyologist. That's a good one. Ichthyologist. Okay. I love it. I just don't know what that one is, but Jacques Cousteau was, I see, Granny. We're pretty close in age, I think, Granny. You know all the stuff I know. Jacques was cool. Well, yeah, you got to keep pushing through, but feel me on this, man, and you don't have to take my word for it, but we are just little, tiny grains of sand. And there are so many channels out there. You can't worry about numbers. You have to be patient and work hard. Patient and work hard. Obviously, there's tricks you can do to get maybe some, you know, people to sign up with you, but the whole thing is working on your craft. And eventually, like I got so much work to do. I don't even feel I'm at 30% my channel. I don't even know what my brand is. I don't know my brand. You know? But James, you're right. You got to, I mean, that's the whole name of the game. In order to win the game, you got to play the full game. In order to win, you know, the season, you got to play the full season. In order to become a dynasty, you got to play more seasons and win those seasons. So it does take time. Exactly. Channels aren't built in a day. And I do try to chill, my cry. Yeah, Granny, you have a product there, sweetheart. I don't know if you just started out with your 11 subs and decided to be Granny Monster and exactly where you are today, but you certainly have a brand that's recognizable, that, you know, stands out. And God forbid, I hope I I figure out what my brand is, because I still don't know what I'm doing. But I do want to have everything from logo to something that's a little more concrete. It's just I love so much that I don't know what to settle down and concentrate on yet. So we'll see where it goes. Someday I'll figure out what it is. That's why I just named the channel Harry Fessler, because I really didn't know what I was going to, I could sit there and talk sports all day. Well, then maybe I'm going to have sort of the same ups and downs that you've had to get where you're at, Granny. Because I don't have a clue now. I may not have a clue tomorrow. That's what I'm saying. I love too much. And, I'll tell you one thing. Like, I didn't share this video yet. I have a video where I watched somebody take nail polish and clear glass eyes and make cat's eyes out of them, dragon's eyes, with nail polish, a needle, and a glass. And me and my daughter did it. And I would love to do that video over again even. I'll show you the glass eyes we made. They're amazing. It's such a cool way to make eyes, and I love that stuff. It's weird, man. I could sit there and build Legos if that's what it meant. You've seen them, Granny? I love them. And what a little trick that, you can teach. I learned it from another YouTuber. And I would certainly put that person in the drop-down box, but I don't want to steal the idea, but I want to share it. And I know that if I share that video plus the way we do them, that would make that person happy, I don't know. I'm not big enough to gain subs for me yet, MyCry. I don't do sub for sub, man. So I apologize if you thought you would gain subs from me. But I don't promote that much of everybody sub to each other. I don't really do that, because I don't even believe in that. Like, most people that do that, when you go to the big channels, you'll find out that the next day 5 of them unsubscribe. I'm not saying some of them don't become, big time, people on your channel, but right? Well, I certainly love you, Granny. And it was cool that you hung out. You stayed for a bit, and I appreciate it. And create, not hate. Absolutely. That's it, man. And nobody owes me anything. And I don't want to owe anything. So, society. Awesome. Yep. Take care, Granny. Have a good night. I appreciate you. He was a fish whisperer, really. So, yeah, you called me on that one. I said maybe we'd have a show. Yeah, he's the original fish whisperer. Yeah, but James, you also, you check out my regular videos. I'm not, I don't go to many gaming channels. And you know what? 10 years ago I would have. And I have good news for you. I'm starting to play my PS4 again. And I'm getting back into gaming. I'm playing, I just got the new War game. Well, it came out, what, last February? Medal of Honor. I just got whatever the latest Medal of Honor is, and I just started on it. So as far as gaming channels and stuff, I love to come in and try to support them. Noble Girl Gamer is somebody I support big time as far as her lives. I just run in, drop a little like and love. But I'm getting back into gaming because I was like, up until around 2010 or 12, maybe is when I started. That's when my daughter started getting to where I was more focused on doing stuff with her. My son is amazing at games. And now my son's like, why aren't you playing anymore, Dad? And I'm like, well, I was a big hockey, like NHL series, Madden football, loved it. Anything that was like all the Half-Life series, the Thief series, I love Thief. I love the original Thief, but the Thief series, good. Deus Ex, I love. My son's actually playing the original right now. He played the second Deus Ex, but he's playing the first one. So, and I appreciate that you're here. Lately, I've been doing a lot of behind-the-scenes work, so I haven't been out doing too much of what I should be doing. You know, getting on people's channels and making sure I'm dropping some love. I'll be there though. Trust me. People always know when I make my rounds, I get around. But whenever I check my comments, James, on most videos, you're always in there. No, I'm like, I'll tell you where I'm at. I was at the blessed age of course, I played everything from Pong on up to, say, PlayStation 4, actually. So I've played all the consoles. Intellivision, Atari, NES, Sega, Genesis. So I played a lot of them. But on the computer, I'll never forget when, like, Duke Nukem and what's the German one? Wolfenstein came out. And it was the first 3Ds. And I had a buddy that worked at an arcade, and he was awesome on computers. And I'll never forget, he gave me a copy of Wolfenstein, and I brought it home, and I was hooked on computer games. So when you go from that to where you go to, like, when Half-Life first launched, oh my God. I had the surround sound. I would put the lights up. My wife would play it. Like, I got my wife used to play Doom, Hexen, and Heretic, and of course Half-Life. So I guess the first 4 years of our marriage, she was playing the games, and plus the 2 years we dated. So I'm definitely a gamer. I like first person in sports. Old Pac-Man, we used to be able to play that on 1/4, man, in the arcade. Then I had a buddy. I remember ColecoVision was one of the good Pac-Mans that came out. My buddy's younger brother had a ColecoVision, and that was like a rockin' Pac-Man. Donkey Kong was on that. So ColecoVision kind of came out with a lot of the real cool, like, original arcades. Like, graphic-wise, it was good. I know Atari had it. I think the 5200 might have been a good version of Pac-Man instead of the 26. But yeah, man, gaming's cool. And this is the longest you ever hung out, James, so I feel good about that, man. I wasn't even thinking of going past an hour, and it's an hour and 34 minutes already. So time flew. But yeah, My Cry, if you're still here, I'm sorry, bud. I hope I didn't give you any, you know, I always tell people, you know, you can do what you want. Check each other out and give each other some love. But I think the more, you know, I took some time off from I've only been up live maybe around Easter. Around Halloween, I did a couple lives. But Thanksgiving through Christmas, I took off from YouTube. So if I've done 25 live streams, I would think that's about how many I did. I don't have many under my belt, but these last 2 weeks I've been doing a lot of live streams because I've been working on OBS. working on how to set up different templates in OBS. I bought new cameras, so I'm going to try to go for it. I got equipment to help me do the keyboards on here, so you know, it's all going to work out, man. We all stick together. I hope to get there, bro. I'm in it for whatever. I don't care about subs. I don't care about watch time anymore. All I care about is staying true to the road and getting better at my craft. Anything else is superfluous. Doesn't matter. The more I do live streams, the more I learn who's, throwing some love around. The more I leave comments on people's videos, the more they come back to see me. So that's the work. I hope I'm about set up to start doing regular content again. I miss doing videos and editing, so I will be doing that. On that note, I love all you guys. I appreciate all you guys. And I hope you can all come back again and visit me. And at least when you get a moment to sit and ponder, think about how cool we have it. We got each other. That's all we need. We got our brains to have fun with and create. And we got a future, We got a future to keep growing, and especially this community. I can't say much more about it than it's just freaking awesome, but things are going to be looking up. It's going to be a good 2018, at least for YouTube. I don't know about society or the world, but I'm planning on having fun. So make sure you kiss, love, hug a vet, and remember they're going to do it for you. Love you guys.